Yo, what's good, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of School in the Game podcast. We are here, top of the year,
Year.
2021. We made it. Kind of feel like it's December.
About
Just
did we make it?
extended.
Did we make it?
Man,
December
yeah,
38th.
it might be. Yo, it might
What does it
be.
feel like?
It
December
might be.
38th.
It might be the 38th, man. 2020 part 2 or continue, whatever you want to call it, man. I felt like it started good
How?
up to like 82.
I just want you to elaborate on how it started good. I would love to know.
New Year's Day morning, it was straight, and then the afternoon, shit just went left.
That could be it. It was good when kids were eating their black eyed peas and collard greens. That's about it.
There you go.
After that, it was downhill.
Maybe that's what it is. I ain't eating my black eyed peas and collard greens.
So it's your fault.
I don't eat greens as it is, so that's one
Come
thing.
on, see, that's
Oh yeah, it's definitely your fault, bro.
it's on him, yo.
It's definitely
All
on
your
you.
fault.
I want all the smoke. Send it this way.
You're supposed to eat
I don't think you want that
beans.
2020 smoke, yeah.
Nah. We try and have a better year, man, and it's looking real slow. Y'all president is still wilding, man.
Don't put y'all in front of that, man. Don't do that. Don't do that, man.
I'm talking about them that's listening. I ain't talking about y'all. President.
Okay.
I know
All
it
right,
ain't
all
y'all, president.
Just making sure.
Well, we got like 12 more days of this. And what day are the 20th, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. They still talking
Man.
about trying to impeach him with like 2 weeks left.
Man,
I mean,
They should just wait for the warrant to kick in. Just let them get arrested, get escorted out.
can you get
Right.
it twice? You can get impeached more than once?
Well, it never
That's
really
what they
went.
was. That's what they was talking about on the news, man. That's all I see.
I mean, if you can, he might be the first. I don't know if that happened to anybody else.
Bro,
I don't think so.
we just got to ignore him for 2 more weeks. Like, if y'all try to impeach him, it's just, his antics just going to rev up even more. Just act like it.
They are.
Not treat him like a child.
Right.
Let him have his tantrum. Act like you hear him until he stops.
First link.
That's a sick call.
First link, the urgency of a second Trump impeachment. This would make Trump the first president to be impeached.
He need-
I think you can
That's
still
like how you-
continue to like bring up charges. I didn't know it was no president has been impeached twice, but at least.
I'm interested to see if the states bring charges against him after it's over. 'Cause I know the lady in New York, I forgot what her position was. She was trying to bring a bunch of charges. That black lady.
Iraq brought charges against Boy. Iraq got a warrant out for his arrest. He gotta go.
How do we hand him over, dog?
I can't imagine that happening. I can't imagine us just shipping him over there. And I can't imagine him taking vacation in Iraq either. And set up a golf tournament in Iraq.
Man, tell him go build a Trump Tower over there.
That's a lot of logistics for 2 weeks.
That's
And a golf tournament in Iraq in 2 weeks.
a sick
bro.
fooling though. Like he knows he has a warrant. It's on the news, man. Like he's not touching that place.
No, I'm talking about.
He might not want.
I mean, like once he's
He might-
done, that warrant don't just go away. Iraq probably still want him.
But I'm saying, like, I can't see them. Like they gonna have to come get him.
He probably would say something like, "Well, I'm not president anymore, so the warrant doesn't count."
Fake news, fake warrant.
Like, nah, bro, that's not how warrants work.
Nah, definitely not.
I guarantee he gonna be telling people to still address him as the president after this shit over.
Nah, that's Donnie.
All right.
That's too cool. That's too cool.
That's more than what you need to say. I don't think you need to say anything.
It gotta be one syllable.
You don't need to say anything.
Don't even address it, man.
No
This guy.
syllables. Yeah. You don't need to
This
say
guy.
this guy. That's more than enough attention.
Orange man. I think he had another warrant out from a different
I'll
country
bet
too, right?
he does.
I feel like that was news like sometime last year too.
I feel like I heard
think
that too.
I think it might have been like Iran or something like that.
How many warrants you get from international countries until like shit really start happening? Like, you already got one that we know of for sure. I'm pretty sure there's a second one out there.
I would love to see him like get pulled over and customs.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Like, yo, you know you got warrants, right?
Go take care of that, yo.
Hey, yo,
Whatever they call that.
yo. Stand over here real quick. Let me talk
Imagine
to you.
somebody telling you to go take care of your warrants and your warrants is all the way in Iraq. Yo. Like, what do I just show up to court?
They told him to stand over there like TSA.
Stand over here real quick. Sir, you can take everything out your bag. Everything out your pockets, everything out your bag, please. Put it in the tray.
Just to confirm, this is your bag and this bag is with you this whole time, correct?
Put your arms up. You got here very safe. There's nothing in here illegal.
The safest.
The safest travel for a bag ever.
Nah, but why do you think he don't want to show up for the inauguration though? You think it's because of the protest?
He's embarrassed about everything that happened. He's like,
That's what I feel. I feel like that too. I feel like he doesn't feel like he's welcome.
He's not.
he know
Like,
he not.
that's crazy to think about. Like,
But then he do some fool shit too.
When?
When
What time?
Obama was leaving the office, then he like it was something to do. I remember with Obama or something. He ain't show up when he was supposed to before he got in office, some shit like that. I forget what
I
it
know.
was. Though.
I remember
But, he do fool shit all the time.
I remember he wouldn't move into the White House until
yeah, that's what it was.
Like, all his stuff out of there. And then like anything that had to do with Obama, he went out of the White House before he even moved in. So he was staying across the street in like some like Howard Johnson or some shit like that.
not a Howard Johnson. There.
He's staying at the Hojo.
Oh man.
He would
Very,
have
very silly.
He's at the Hojo.
Nah, I know.
Stupid.
I know it was something about. I know like after every presidency, like they have the picture somewhere in the White House, and they have like a ceremony or something for it. I know Trump. I think didn't have the ceremony, or didn't have the ceremony and didn't put Obama's picture up. I know that was a big thing that he didn't do. That was wild petty.
I think I remember that.
Childish, dog.
Okay, now,
As far as the inauguration, how many one-term presidents have we had? It hasn't been that many, right?
It haven't. I don't think it's been one in like. I know it's been a long time. I forgot when they said it.
Yeah, it's been a long
I
time.
remember when I think it was like the past 10 or something like that, maybe. I know it's been a while though.
You said, the past 10 presidents.
Yeah, something like that, maybe. I might be wrong, but I know it's been a long time.
Yeah, I mean, when you look back at it's mad embarrassing. Like, got impeached, one-term president, got smoked in the election, and then
Yo, he got his doors blown off.
Using the term getting smoked in the presidential election is funny. Yo.
Yeah, fucking.
Yeah.
But it's true, man. He got smoked.
It's true, but it's just funny to use that term. Like,
I got
you got smoked. Like we're not talking about like a football game or a race and nothing like that. We talk about the presidential election. Like, oh, you got smoked.
Yeah,
George Bush pops was the last one term. George Bush, his pops, he was the last one term.
That was
before Clinton.
92.
That was 93.
Oh, I think it was. I think they were saying like 10 years.
89 to 93. He was the last one term. He lost to Clinton. Shout out to Bill. Before that was Jimmy Carter. Ford, Herbert,
Obama.
William Taft.
Oh, so that's been more than I thought.
Benjamin Harrison, Martin Van Buren.
Now we get into people I don't know nothing about.
John Quincy Adams. And then John Adams is his cousin.
I was about to say, all right, now you get into the presidents that was wearing blouses, man.
Nah, it's a dead ass picture with him with a blouse on too.
Not the blouse.
I know what I'm talking about, man. They get that blouses on back then.
Oh shit, man!
Sick ruffle sleeves.
Adams. I ain't know John Q.
All right.
Shout out to John Q, man.
Stupid.
Friends of the show.
Yeah, man, he out of here, bro.
You can't pop off on Twitter no more.
Yeah, he done.
I know they put him off for 12 hours. He's back. I haven't
Nah,
checked.
he outta
Nah, he
here.
blocked
Nah,
indefinitely.
yeah,
Permanently
they just blocked him
banned.
A
again.
long time ago.
Permanently banned is the word.
They
though.
gave
They
him
need-
12
they need-
hours. He got that tweet off saying he wasn't going to inauguration. And it was like, all right, that's
They
enough.
say yeah, they
Couldn't
need
wait
to
to-
delete his account.
That was a tweet he couldn't wait to send out for 12 hours.
They let him get his shit
That's
off.
the
and it
one
was
you
like, all
had
right, that's
sitting in the
enough.
draft.
I would have let some shit pop off.
You really gotta get your shit off. If you like come back off a 12-hour suspension, yo,
You gotta say
you gotta
say some
you gotta let
wild
them
shit.
things fly.
You gotta have like 10
Back
different
to
pages
back.
open and just keep hitting send. You just gotta have mad shit open.
He's gonna make another Twitter account though. Watch.
He got burner.
It's on the burner account. He probably already got a burner account.
Yo.
It's gonna be Tano Dump.
Yeah.
Tony Dump. Nah, he's out
Yo,
here.
I could imagine now, like with the rioting and stuff like that. I think at this point he's like, all right, I gotta chill out. But I feel like as soon as January 20th come and he out of office, you gonna make a Twitter account and go crazy, just saying mad shit, yo. Probably telling mad secrets he ain't supposed to tell.
He's probably gonna use the same name and try to get in.
Imagine him like going like to Twitter and going to like the need help section, like how to get his Twitter
Trying to
name
get
back.
his face back.
His handle gonna be the real
How
Donald
to
Trump.
recover
Oh, shit.
suspended page.
It's gonna be the fake
Dot.
the fake Donald Trump at the fake Donald Trump.
Oh, yeah, man.
I am Donald
12
Trump.
more days, man. 12 more days. Get that guy out of there.
Did y'all hear the recordings of him talking to the dude in Georgia, begging for votes?
I heard a little bit of it.
Yo, kid knew to the exact
Yeah, I
number
heard
of how
that
many he
shit.
needed, yo.
Yeah, he didn't even say
My
a
man
round
said-
number. He said exactly. You need to find me exactly this many votes.
How many
He
he
didn't, I think it was 11,730, something like that.
You got at least say
Yeah. Yo, he was
12,000.
begging for them shits, man.
My kid said, I just need you to find, and ran the number off like it was nothing. It was like, yo, like, you didn't say, I need you to find the votes that you lost that were for mine. I need to find more just votes in general. My man knew the exact number and said, I need this number. I don't need more. I don't need less. I need this number.
The dude was like low key trolling him because he was like, there was all this election fraud, and dude was like, we went through it all, and yeah, it was 2 people.
That was it.
Because that was at that point you annoyed because like that's probably like their 3rd time counting the votes. They're like, all right, man, like you done count them 3 times. Like
That's funny.
I don't care how many times I count them. I can't
Shut up.
make votes pop out of thin air. You know?
Shout out to the 2 that voted legally. Out of all that, it was only 2. Yeah, you couldn't get help from nobody, bro. Only 2 of them try to help. You said, nah, get that out of here.
I really be trying to like wrap my head around like just the times we're living in. Like I would never have imagined people are leaking the president's tapes. Like, first off, why are you recording it? And second, like, why do you have to? Why are you got to leak it so people believe you?
Nah,
It's sick, yo. It's sick to think about. Like, if you think back to any other president, nothing like this has ever happened before.
Never.
Leaking tapes.
Never.
Blocking Twitter accounts. It's nuts.
Yeah, this shit really like Twilight Zone, like, or Black Mirror. I don't know if you ever watched that.
I've been saying that shit
Black
for
Mirror
4 years.
Shout out to Black Mirror.
Black Mirror is fine.
Yeah.
I've been saying that shit for 4 years, yo. Twilight Zone. How many times I said that in the chat? Twilight Zone, yeah.
No, people like this. People be saying that.
Apparently.
You wake up and choose violence. Like he wakes up and chooses violence.
Yo,
he wakes up and just chooses chaos, man. Every time.
Not even violence,
chaos, yo. Every time.
I gotta fuck some shit up.
Like, meeny, miny, chaos.
Steam was coming up.
My thing, my biggest thing for like the past 4 years is the whole Twitter. Like, it's nobody on his staff that took his phone away from him. Like, it was nobody like, all right, bro, you gotta chill.
He had the burners.
Yo, did somebody hack his account?
Right, Russia.
Yeah, I think somebody had hacked his account.
China.
Whoever did it, man, we need him to do it again.
Nah, It's a wrap. You don't got it no more.
It's probably them anonymous dudes. Let me chill out before they get on our pod. Yo, friends of the show, the anonymous guys, friends of the show.
Nah, I don't want them niggas on my. I don't want them.
Yo, you want them? Nah, you want them niggas on your side.
Yo,
you want them niggas on your side.
Yeah,
bro.
I don't want them on my side.
Nah, facts. Motherfucker just pop up on the screen like.
Them niggas is scary, bro.
Opa going, yo.
Them niggas is scary.
Everything just go black.
It's scary.
Yeah. Niggas hop on like, welcome to Anonymous.
I guess that's like the whole title. Anonymous in the game. The other.
Everything going on.
Oh shit.
Nah, they scary, bro. I don't know if it's one dude. I don't know if it's multiple. They scary though. Shout out to that dude. That's talent. That's talent. They hack your shit in seconds and take over your whole life.
You out of here.
Anything on social media, bank accounts, anything attached to your name, gone. Social, not yours no more.
It's his now. Look at you.
I just about to say that, yeah.
It's mine now.
My social security now.
But you can take everything. Just give me my social back. That's all I care about.
That's all I have.
That's all I
Yeah, my
have.
social.
That's all I have.
Oh man, it's terrified.
It's scary, bro. Nah, what was the last one? They popped up on somebody. Wasn't yeah, it was on Instagram a couple of months ago.
Yeah, they popped up during all the protests and stuff.
Yeah. That was scary. Yeah.
I was retweeting all that shit. Like, yeah, I'm on your side. Hey, let's get this.
So you said you want them cats on your side, yo.
Nah,
you want no smoke with them, yo.
I threw my fucking phone. Get the fuck out of here, bro. I don't want to see that shit.
They never exposed any of Trump stuff, like taxes, anything.
Not yet. Not yet. I'm sure they got it lined up, ready to go.
They probably
January 21st, they probably gonna get their shit off. They're like, nah, we let anything go now. He's just gonna pardon himself. As soon as he out that office, letting that thing fly.
Speaking of, I heard people talking about trying to figure out if a president could preemptively like pardon themselves.
I don't think. I think the whole thing was that's why they're waiting to charge him, because if they did charge him now, he could pardon himself. I think.
The fact that we even talking about the president preemptively pardoning himself is sick. Don't nobody got time for this shit, bro.
So yeah, I think that's why, like I said, everybody just waiting until he's out of office. So as soon as he's out of office, he can't do nothing about it. But I think if they charge him now, then he could possibly pardon himself.
Nah, I'm gonna get up. I'm leaving.
But anyway, they talk about charging him for the state anyway, not federally. So he wouldn't be able to pardon himself anyway.
They didn't get brought up on charges. Then they gonna charge him for the Capitol officer that died, don't know. Right? I read that earlier.
I don't know.
I read that earlier. I think they were gonna try to charge him for the death of the Capitol officer.
That'll be hard to win, though.
I'm about to say that'd be a tough one to pull off.
Shit, throw it out there, bro.
Throwing shit against the wall.
Shit, like I'm throwing the book at boy, bro. Like literally throwing the book at boy. Like,
why not try it?
I wasn't following. I mean, I was following after, like, as everything was happening and stuff. But was there anything like he said or did like prior to like the whole thing breaking out that like you can distinctly say like, oh, he like incited the riot, or it was just like typical Trump shit?
I don't remember what he said verbatim, but he definitely said something. I think he said something like, didn't he say something along the lines like walk down to the Capitol or come down to the Capitol, something like that?
Oh yeah, I didn't peep that.
It was something I don't know what it was verbatim, but I feel like he did say something along those lines, like come down to the Capitol or some shit like that. And in whatever manner you said, I gave them the green light, and you saw what played out. I didn't see that until I got home from work. As soon as I pulled in, like mad alerts just started hitting my phone. It was like I think the first one was like chaos at the Capitol. I'm like, what? And then I hit the link, and I was like, Jesus Christ, yo.
It's even crazier watching it in real time because I came home a little early, so I was watching it as it happened. So you're just watching it progress. First day outside, then they breach the barrier, the first barrier, then the second barrier, then they start climbing up stuff. Then I get an alert that's like, yo, they just broke into the chambers. They're taking pictures in the chambers. Now they in Nancy Pelosi office. I'm like, yo, this is I've never seen.
When I saw the pic of boy on the scaffolding rope,
that shit was wild.
yo, I said, yo, what are y'all doing? So, the scaffolding rope, like, that was.
No, the sick part was, did you see like the overhead view of like the crowd? Like the videos don't even do it justice of how many people were there. Like it was mad. It was thousands of people, not even just the people who broke in, but it was thousands of people still outside.
They was deep.
That picture, I mean, it's not funny, but it's funny when they had to stand off with the dude in the chambers. You got furniture pushed against the door. You had us pointing guns at each other. Like, this is in the chambers where they conduct the business of Congress. Like unimaginable.
Yeah, they had to evacuate because they broke in.
Like, in my wild,
I never would have thought.
I could never have.
Never would have thought.
If I was writing a story right now, and I said, "This is how the story ends for Trump," nobody would believe me. They would say, "Yo, that's too much." Like, it's too far. Like,
Too much.
it's happening in front of our eyes. It's crazy.
That's what I keep saying. Like, I keep saying it's the Twilight Zone, man. Like, bro, they was in there trying to certify the next president, certifying like the votes and stuff, and like it's an official meeting of all the representatives and stuff like that. And you got people breaking in and they finding pipe bombs over here and finding weapons on people over here. Like, yeah, it's nuts to think about. Even the lady that got shot, she got shot. I think I was reading somewhere where they where they had it barricaded. Pence was somewhere on the other side, like down the hall or something, where they were trying to break into, and that's why the dude, as soon as she tried to go through the window, just popped her in the neck. And it's like, yo, like this is really happening in 2021. Like you said, if he was writing a story, you wouldn't believe it. You like, nah, this got to be fiction. Like, nope, this happened.
We've heard this story before. Like, other countries getting like government trying to get overthrown and all that shit. Like we've seen that in other like second, third world countries. Like I never thought I'd see the day it happened in the fucking United States.
Yeah, like that wasn't a protest. That was a attempted coup. Like they tried to take over.
Yeah,
they tried to take over.
And they made it very clear that's what they were trying to do too.
You made a point about the pipe bombs. Like this wasn't no like peaceful protest. They came with bombs. They was strapped up. Came with zip ties.
They was fighting the cops.
What do you need zip ties for unless you plan on taking?
Yo, I seen that. Yo, son had the full plate carrier, straight blacked out with the zip tie handcuffs. Yo, I seen that. I was like, nah, bro was up there trying to body snatch.
They was fighting some of the cops because some of them was letting them in. I don't know if y'all saw those videos.
Yeah, taking selfies.
I seen some of those.
That's how. It's no way that it wasn't
selfies and all that shit.
There's no way it wasn't.
The selfie one is just out of pocket. Like you can't be sitting there taking selfies while people are breaking.
That one and then helping the old girl down the stairs. How you helping her down the stairs after she done broke in and tried to?
I would have clipped her ass down and stuff.
What you was about to say though, B?
Oh no, I was just saying. There's no way it wasn't some. What's the word I'm looking for?
Foul play, inside job.
Foul play.
Like, to watch those videos, they seem to be pretty much under control. They was getting a little bit rowdy, whatever. But then the cops would just basically open the beers, like, come on through. Like, it's no way. And how did they get into the building that easily? It's usually way more security, way more protocol you got to get through. And I don't know exactly how everything happened, but to watch that video when they are like inside and it's just that one black cop, I'm basically running from him because it's just him. Like, where is everybody else at?
They did my boy dirty, yo. They gave my guy a knife stick. That was it. So that's all he had.
He had a pistol on him.
I ain't see
somebody zoomed in on the picture and you can see it.
Oh, did he? All I saw was the knife stick and he was just running for his life. They did my guy dirty, yo.
It don't even matter if he armed or
like
what are you gonna do? It's that many people. If you shoot one of them, a bunch of them are strapped. They're gonna start shooting back at you. There's only so much you can do when it's all of them and just you. Like,
nah, you right. That's probably why
What you gonna do?
he started shooting his.
You gotta let that. You gotta let the hammer sing,
If you do,
Then again, when they shot old girl, ain't nobody put no hammer up. Everybody was just like, "Oh shit, she got shot. Let me get out of here."
but at that point, were they like already in, or what? I thought she was like trying to get in when she got shot.
So they were
Yeah.
they were inside
She,
the Capitol,
once
but
she,
it was like another section they were trying to get into, which
Mhm.
from what I read was where Pence was at, and that's why like soon as she started going over that barrier, like it was a doorway
Yeah.
like to the hallway, and it was like a glass door, and they broke the glass, and as soon as she went to start climbing through,
She
he
stuck her
stepped
head
out.
through, and that nigga.
Yeah, he stepped out, popped her one time, and she just dropped.
Yeah, that's what I'm
They
saying.
had floor plans, bro.
Like that situation, like it was more secure what she was trying to get into, as opposed to that hallway where they was when it was just the one cop. So it's like a little bit different of a situation. But I understand what you're saying for sure.
Yeah, no, I think that situation was a little different just because of who was like in that area.
Over there, yeah.
They knew Punch was in there. They had floor plans.
Oh shit! They looked like they had the key. But no, it's just sick to think about. Like they ransacked like people's offices, stole mail, leaving notes, stealing podiums. It's sick.
Like I got to assume like there has to be classified information somewhere in there. Like for none of them that have got their hands on classified information, I'd be shocked. Like, and that's mad dangerous because who knows? Like they're all. Well, I don't say all of them, but most of them are like off their rocker. What are you gonna do with the information?
Yeah.
Especially if you think Trump got cheated. Whose hands would that information get into?
So somebody they did get the ballots and all of that. Like, they was able to get that before everything got too crazy. I was able to snatch that up. They were counting and the stuff that they didn't count yet. But as far as like the classified stuff, I'm sure somebody got something. But they'll track that down. They'll make a stupid mistake and do something stupid, and they'll track that down.
Yeah,
they'll be in jail tomorrow.
Going on video showing your face and running off your whole full name.
Yeah. They'll be in jail tomorrow. I ain't worried about it.
That's what
the video with
telling all the crimes I just committed.
No. The video of the chick crying, talk about she got pepper sprayed is like the dumbest video ever. First of all, apparently she had like an onion in the towel she had wiping her face. So who even knows if she got pepper sprayed? But then even if it was like completely like,
why did she have an onion on her though?
I'm about to ask that.
It was like, I guess, to make it look like she was crying from the pepper spray.
Nah, I understand, but like, why did she have that with her?
Just cry from the pepper spray. You don't need the onion.
She knew she was gonna fake cry that day.
But my thing is, even if that was your plan, why would you run off? I mean, I don't even know if that's her actual name, but why would you run off a full name, what you was doing, as if it was no problem at all that you would break into the Capitol? He's like, I broke into the Capitol when they sprayed me. Yeah, duh. Like, what do you expect to happen?
To her to waltz right through and get what the fuck she wanted to get to. That's what she expected to happen.
Yeah, there was a bunch of them just like getting on live and Instagram, wherever, just telling on themselves. Like,
yo, it was one dude. He's like, yeah, my name is John Kelly from Elizabeth, New Jersey. Like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
I'm just sitting there, just like, yo, they getting arrested.
I'm not even on your
it's
side.
Gonna be orange
but
for them by the time the
your
sun
whole
come up.
government out there, bro.
It's sick.
First and last name, where you stay, where you live.
Yeah. The funniest thing I sent you on the group when the dude was praising his son and he was giving his son name and all that stuff, like MAGA Takeover.
Oh yeah.
The next like hours, like why is the FBI contacting?
Why's the FBI calling?
Yeah, you.
You're a rat, buddy.
Why is the FBI calling me? Like, we're not
calling
for you. We just.
It's a done deal. It's a done deal, buddy. Get out of here.
I'm out of here.
It's like, yeah, this is so-and-so from the FBI. How's your son? But to go back on like them telling like their names and address and all that other stuff, it's just kind of a testament to like how they feel like nothing they did was wrong.
Untouchable too.
If you felt like you was doing something wrong, you wouldn't be on camera hollering your name, your address, and boasting about what you was doing, or just up there with no mask on, no nothing. If you knew what you was doing was wrong, or you felt it was wrong, you wouldn't be doing any of that. It just shows that they just feel like what they're doing is 100% right. They're proud of it, and they don't have any remorse in showing it off.
Well, going back to what we were just talking about, I was looking at what school just said. Y'all look at this about the girl who said whatever to her mom about her mom told her not to go to the Black Lives Matter protest because it might get violent.
Put her on blast.
Her mom all bloodied up.
Good for her. Good for her.
This year.
No.
Yo, these kids be getting off on their parents. Like, yo,
it's like
for real, they do.
Funny.
This is the only time it's funny to watch like the dynamics of white kids and their parents, because like even if we could never get away with saying this, even this if we wanted to, like no one.
Nah, it was on the wild ass beating as soon as they got home, bloody and all.
All right, shout out to her. Yo. You gotta get her on the show.
Talking about some this you?
Yeah, yo, you can't let that shit fly in the house.
Man, we would have got home. Mom would have had the belt like this. You
got home.
Shit, man.
We wouldn't have got home.
Nah, facts.
I don't know if you ever seen anything from Kelly and Conway daughter, but she be wilding. She be telling everything that happened in the house. Her
oh yeah, she be letting it all out. Yeah,
you gotta get them on the show.
Letting that shit fly.
And then she get up there and be like, "Yeah, they told me to stop. I'm not gonna stop." I'm be in the background pissed too. And like, granted, a lot of it's for like clout chasing, but like that shit is still funny.
But to me, it's kind of a good thing because I know it's a lot of young white kids that's stuck in that pattern of racism and all that stuff. But it does show that it's a lot of white kids that are able to like break away from the ideology of their parents and all the racist stuff they do, and are more willing to like be vocal about it. So I mean, I respect that, and it's funny. So
the main part is funny.
For those that don't believe, it's my mother. Sick pick.
Yo, that's the wild pick, dog. Like,
but the funny shit is that like it was somebody who tweeted it on Twitter, and she just like came across it. It wasn't like a picture like was sent to her. She's just on Twitter scrolling. It's like, oh shit, that's my mom getting minked up.
That's my mom, dog. Minked up.
On the code, she did what she had to do.
Oh, okay.
Really some wild times, bro.
I see the tweet that I just came across the tweet that Don, Mr. Orange Man, posted. It said June 6th, see you in DC. All right.
Yeah, probably at the federal hearing.
Did I say June 6th? I mean January 6th.
I'm about to say they planning something else. Like, what's going on?
I definitely said June. I meant January 6th.
I was gonna say, that's his court date. He could go to court.
Did I see the video? I don't even know where this is at, but the black girl, she's like, it's like a circle. She in the middle, and then the white lady like touch her mask, and then she just punch her.
Get minked up, man.
I'm like, why don't they keep trying us? I don't understand. How many videos do you got to watch of people getting knocked out for dumb stuff for you to get it? Like, and the women be worse than us. Like, they don't be playing no games. Don't come in my space. You could catch these.
Nah, they don't.
Shit, the women don't play games with us. You think you're gonna play games with them?
I don't be wanting to laugh, but some of them two pieces be deserved. So I just gotta let it chuckle out.
No, fact.
Let her chuckle out.
Like,
all fault. Like it's always your own.
You're not.
Let her chuckle out.
They be deserving that shit, though.
It's fact. It's like, hey, you asked for it.
Mm-hmm.
That's just
definitely in that kind of setting too.
It's another piece of the privilege. Like they think they can just push us as far as they want, and it's never going to be any consequences. But sometimes it's just your day.
Well, to piggyback off of that, you saw that the girl got arrested in the case where she was that kid that the cell phone. You heard about that? And I think it happened in New York. Where the girl, she mistaken the black kid for stealing her cell phone, and she like ran him down, tackled him to the ground and shit.
Oh yeah.
The girl ended up, she got arrested today.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need to get arrested.
Didn't she do like an interview on like Good Morning America and something too?
Of course. Get her out of here. Next. Who else?
Speaking of people snitching on themselves, you seen the dude that was at the thing and then they did an interview like with Fox News or something from his hotel room in DC. Like,
I
think you're invincible. Like,
that's why I keep saying, like, there's no way you think what you're doing is wrong when you doing interviews, just like stall out the whole thing. Like, we got there, we rioted, we took down the left side door on the south side of the building. We climbed through, about 8 of us. Like, come on, bro. Like, you snitched on
giving all the details.
My guys was hanging off the scaffolding rope. That's what got me, yo. Like, get down, yo. Like, what are you doing?
Yo, watching them scale that wall and like smash down that window was wild. I'm like, those were the videos that was wild to me. I mean, there's other videos that was also wild. You climbing the wall like on some real Spider-Man like parkour shit.
Yeah, if I was on top of that scaffolding rope, I'd have looked down like that.
Well, bro,
like he did it at Home Alone.
There's so many stairs at the Capitol.
I would have looked down that rope like he did at Home Alone and cut that bitch. Or lit that shit on fire, yo. Like, get down. Like, get down. Get down.
Yeah, Macaulay Culkin would have never let that happen.
Nah, Macaulay would have had that shit on lock. Nobody would have got it, bro.
If that kid enough prep time, man, nobody would have made it in that Capitol.
Low key, he only needed like 10 minutes. The movie just sped it up. Or drew it out, rather. He only needed 10 minutes. See how far Marv got.
I know we got other stuff to talk about. I don't want to harp on this too long, but I think if people can't see the difference in like the two Americas after watching this, after seeing the way the Black Lives Matter protesters got treated around the country, not even just at the Capitol, but to watch them, how they got treated, and then to watch people break into the Capitol with no resistance because they were white. Like, if you don't see it now, you don't want to see it. And I know a lot of people don't want to see it regardless, but there's no way you can tell me that you don't see it anymore, watching those different instances and how they played out.
I posted, we could never do that shit, bro. Yeah. We'd have been.
Bro, they was ready. They was ready for us before we even protested. They was out there. They had their gas masks, the rubber bullets, all that shit. Nice. They ain't have nothing at the Capitol.
They knew it was coming. It's not
they
like
ain't have nothing.
They knew it was.
They were protesting the night before.
They was rallying out here the other day too.
Yeah, because I seen it in DC. They were protesting and rioting the night before in DC, so they knew what time it was coming that morning because they know everything going on with the certification of the election and everything was going on. So you thought it wasn't going to continue?
Like during the Black Lives Matter protests, they had streets and sections blocked off, like blocks out. Like you was getting nowhere near. Even so when Trump wanted to get when he wanted to get his little photo op, like they tear gas and rubber bullets, blowing that shit up. And that was blocks out, clearing whole streets out. Like, sick. And they just... Kids went on their own tour. Kids had their own tour of the Capitol. Free of charge.
The thing that makes me mad is, like, people always try to find a way to compare the situations. And I'm guilty of kind of going and looking for stuff just to see what other people have to say. But I still see people talking about, well... it's still worse that people was going in the Target and burning it down and rioting and looting and all that stuff. And I'm like, we just watched these people break into the nation's Capitol on the floor of the Senate, stealing classified documents. And y'all gonna tell me that's worse?
But while they were holding a session in the Capitol, not like the Capitol was just sitting there and nobody was there. They were actively holding a session in the Capitol while the vice president was there.
On live TV.
And other representatives. On live TV as well.
On live TV.
They said, nah, hold up. We're going to interrupt this shit.
And then on Facebook, which made me really mad, some white dude posted the lady who got shot that we were talking about earlier and was like, are we going to do the say her name thing for her? And I'm like, yo, are you serious? Say her name? Like, it's nothing like anything that happened to any of the black women that we are talking about. This lady tried to break in.
She got popped, dog.
Like, bro,
she got popped.
I don't want to sound uncompassionate, but like, yo, she kind of deserved that. I don't know what you want me to say. It's not the same thing. So, and you to try to use a play on words and say, are we going to do the say her name thing with her? It's like, are you crazy?
Like
I was chasing down the vice president, dog. What you thought was gonna happen?
Completely two
You
different
chasing the vice
situations.
president.
They thought they was gonna get him and zip tie him up. That's what they thought they were gonna do. And carry him out.
The police and the Secret Service, two different situations, man.
Facts.
Yo, and that's crazy because one of my boys from college works for the Secret Service right now. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that, but I mean, y'all wouldn't know. He works for the Secret Service. That's crazy. Shout out to him, yo. I ain't gonna say no names. Yo, I gotta hit my boy. Yo, that's crazy. You think he hit me back? Nah, he's not gonna hit me back.
Nah,
I don't know. After this shit, I don't know.
Nah, I hit him back. I hit him in like 2 weeks. That shit clear out. Because they get a whole new detail and all that shit after.
Hit him up like, yo, you good, bro?
Yo, that's just crazy. That just clicked in my head. I forgot all about boys. I could have had mad insider information. I would have been, what?
Nah, I'm pretty sure his phone probably tapped.
Gotta get my guy to get him to reapply next year. But yo, reapply next year. It work like that? Or you just one and done?
I'm sure that process was crazy. He ain't trying to go through that again.
Yo, I got called, yo. FBI called me. The reference. Huh?
You was a reference?
Yeah, that shit was scary as fuck. And I just got the phone call. Those other people that agents went to their house, it was like having sit down meetings with them face to face. Ask for cousin. I just got a phone call, bro, and I was shook. How you get my number? Nah, I'm tripping, nigga. It's the FBI, bro. I know how you got my number.
I was about to say, is that really a question?
Now I'm in the system. Now. Hey.
Prove you the FBI.
Kiss that.
Just everywhere you've been the past week. All right.
I was like,
yeah, you the FBI.
Looking like, yeah, I was there. Yeah, right.
Like you just loaded your dishwasher. All right, you got it.
I did just love my dishwasher.
You right, bro. Nah, I was shook. That phone call was like 20 minutes. Right after I hung up, I turned my phone off like 5 times. Just
had to reset it.
Factory reset, all that shit. Like, nah, that shit was intense.
But nah, to get back to O's point, what he was making as far as the comparisons.
Before you go on, remember that Kane video?
Fuck my point. That's
way
cool.
back with
Whatever.
the dude, the reindeer thing when he broke in, and he was like, at the end of the thing, he was like, it's not, you don't really got my reindeer. He was like, well, how did I get this number then? I don't know why I made me think that. Go ahead.
Kane Carter. Yo, he had a good run, yo.
So,
he had a run.
They got the best security in the world. Ain't no way you broke in here.
Just I had X-ray thermal vision. I got an indoor pool. I got an outdoor pool.
He did have a sick run of videos, yo.
Yeah, it was crazy. My bad. Sorry to interrupt. That just came to my mind.
Hey, you try to penetrate my fortress?
When he first called, he was like, "Bang, pick up the other phone."
Nah, when you first answered, he's like, Santa.
Yeah, I gotta go back and watch that kid's videos. Those things are hilarious.
Yeah, it was this.
It was sick because it would have been even sicker if those videos came out now, where everything pop on social media now.
Yeah,
he definitely
he was popping. And he was just straight YouTube.
He was popping then, like now he definitely blew up. Nah, I ain't get to the phone like Santa.
Yeah, shut up.
Hey, what? Santa just got the house full, just ready to. That's sick.
Sick videos, man.
Yeah, the elves with walkie-talkies, like they was walking around and shit.
I don't forgot the point I was gonna make now.
My bad.
Oh, that's what I was saying. Far as the comparison to like the rioting and everything that happened at the Capitol, like comparing it to like all like the protests and stuff that happened with the Black Lives Matters and all the other shootings over the last summer. It's kind of like we kind of talked about it in the chat earlier. I was like, at least every media outlet I've seen is kind of using it as, I would say, an excuse, but kind of using it to dodge the actual issue of like what happened. It's like everything is like, oh well, Black Lives Matters, they burnt down the police station, they rioted and tore down a Target, and they were doing it all summer, and now they stormed the Capitol and everyone's outraged. Yeah, everyone's outraged. What do you mean?
It's the fucking Capitol.
Like, two wrongs don't make it right, bro. Like, you can't compare it and just be like, oh well, if you're not mad at this, you can't be mad at that. It's like, yeah, I can. And it's like, you're not addressing what actually happened. It's like, bro, did you not see what happened? You got people with thin blue line flags fighting the cops. Like, it's nuts out there. They fighting the cops. The dude that was breaking down the window of the Capitol, the video that was going around, he had one of the riot shields from the police officer breaking down the window. And you got cops taking selfies with people.
So let me see this real quick.
Like, yo, let me hold this down real quick. Like,
I'm gonna give it back.
but I feel like
it's your point, and it's also the point that they're not addressing the privilege that is blatantly visible.
Yeah, that too. I just hate that like it's become like a race because there hasn't been any protests or riots or anything too crazy happening, as far as like shootings or anything, as far as like Black people or like a racial tension or anything in a while, and it's like this happened, and then now it's a comparison again, and it's like, nah, just address what this happened, address this and the issue that this is that happened, instead of comparing it to apples and oranges and trying to go tit for tat on, oh well, that's bad and this is bad, so you can't be outraged. Like, no, just address what happened yesterday or whatever day it was at the Capitol and go from there. It just blows my mind that like there's like, all right, let's just compare the two so we don't have to address the real issue.
And we can't even compare because we would have never gotten that far. So we can't even compare. We wouldn't have had that opportunity.
Yeah, I think me and you were disagreeing. I think maybe because we watch different networks, we watch different people. Because what I was watching, they weren't like trying to compare it in that sense. It was more of like, this was horrible, this is what they did. And if it had been the Black Lives Matter people, then it would have never happened like that. So that's why I didn't have a problem with them like equating the two in a sense, because they weren't trying to make it seem like one was like they were the same thing. So don't overreact to this because you didn't overreact to that. It was more like, this is crazy, this is what they did, this was not a protest, this was a riot, blah, blah, blah. And if it had been Black Lives Matter, then the outcome would have been a lot different. And that's why I brought up Biden, who said it in his speech. And I get it. There's always going to be a bit of pandering when it comes to the presidents and their speeches and trying to, talk to whatever communities. But either way, I think it was important that he went out his way, not went out his way because he needed to say it, but that he said that and made a point like, if this was the Black Lives Matter people, it never would have been allowed to happen like this. Because it's clearly two different sets of rules for different sets of groups. So I thought that was important. But I was saying if that's what you were saying.
That's the point I was trying to make. It was like I get what you were saying as far as the comparison and seeing like the difference and stuff. That's definitely important. But what I was saying, like at least from what I was seeing, and I know my timeline on my social media looks a lot different from you guys' timeline. So I see I see both sides of it. Mm-hmm. So like I'll see like I was posting something in the chat. I'm trying to think of one of them I'm trying to pull up, but I was posting something in the chat. It was like, it was nuts of the two like skewed views. You got one side like completely seeing it a different way that we see it, and that's what I was getting at. And I kind of understand how you would disagree with me or not really understand because you don't see like kind of what I see that rolls across my timeline.
That makes sense, and it's so much that goes into this, but that's another good point because the people that you follow and the stuff you see on social media is going to affect the way you think about every situation. Because if that's all you're seeing, it's a lot of white people that are seeing nothing but this, and it's like, okay, it's got to be right because this is all I'm seeing. While me, on the other hand, I'm seeing everything completely in the opposite direction, that's why sometimes I go looking for other stuff just to see different opinions. Of course, I'm gonna look at it something a different way, and that's part of the reason why the country is so divided right now, because social media, like the way they do their algorithms and all that stuff, you're only gonna see stuff that really falls in line with what you believe anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Algorithms just beat you the fuck up just now.
Yeah,
for
yeah, that ties into the ideologies too. It's like
I hear what you're saying though.
The families of different races. It's like if I'm only teaching you this, you're only gonna know this. You're only gonna see this and do that. If I'm teaching you that, you're only gonna know that. You're not gonna venture off and go do those things. If this is all you see, then this is what you're gonna react to and what you're gonna believe in.
That's why I made that point earlier about why it's so important. We see those, at least a couple of those kids like going against the grain and like, yo, I'm not gonna continue this to live this way, even though this is what y'all trying to push on me. That's like important.
Especially with the social media out there too, and different millions of outlets you could get your information from. Like,
yeah, because it's definitely skewed on what you follow. Because like I said, for me, in my timeline, I could see somebody wholeheartedly posting something saying everything that happened at the Capitol was patriotic, and like 100% believing it.
Yeah.
And then I see on the other end people saying it was terrorism. So then both sides 100% believe what they're saying, which is like nuts to see something like that.
Right. Going back to one more thing. Oh, no, go ahead, school.
No, I was just saying that's how my timeline pretty much looked too. Like I'll be seeing like a bunch of different things. Yeah.
I mean, that's good though. So you don't like get brainwashed into one line of thinking. Could at least see the other side. Mm-hmm. But going back to it was a while ago. We was talking about the zip ties and them wanting to, kidnap Pence. It's crazy to think about. I didn't even really think about it when I saw the zip ties. I'm thinking about them trying to kidnap other Congress people. But the fact that Trump flipped on Pence so crazy that quick, and now all his followers are like, all right, we got to get Pence out of here. Y'all was on his side for almost 4 full years, and then Trump said, nah, he not with us no more. And it's like, all right, let's kidnap him.
They ain't loyal.
He ain't with us no more.
He
ain't with us no more.
That's OD. Like, Trump got way too much power over a lot of people.
Yeah, that was the sickest picture. Watching the dude in full battle gear, like plate carrier, had the helmet, full black, and just hopping over a banister with like zip ties in his hand. I was like, yo, what is dude trying to do right now?
They just played way too much Call of Duty, way too much.
They was really trying to do some wild shit, man.
Like that picture alone just shows like that they wasn't there just to protest. I don't care what anyone tries to say. Like if it was patriotic, they were fighting tyranny and the votes, they were fraud, blah blah blah. Dude showed up with zip ties, bro. He was like, I'm not here to protest. I'm here to snatch people up.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah, see the FBI list?
Oh yeah, they got mad people pissed.
Yeah, they got mad people out there. I saw like 2 black people in that shit. I'm like, why was y'all niggas there, dog?
Kids looking for the stimmy.
Was one of them the dude that was talking about the stats, or he didn't know the stats in that video you said, Otis?
Wait, what?
What was the video that said a while back about like Trump supporters, and there was this black guy who had no idea what he was talking about. He was talking about stats.
These are statistics. Bro, get off the camera. You're not even. You a Trump fan, and that's bad. But you're making us look even worse by talking about.
I wonder if he showed up yesterday.
He probably was there.
He probably had the wrong address.
Probably him and that other one black people everybody posted.
Where were we supposed to be at? This don't look like the Capitol.
He showed up mad late. Someone with the Prestos and the Montclair jacket was like it was the most random picture. You just sitting there, everyone else like running around getting their shit off.
Yeah, I thought that was came from Power when I first seen that. Yo.
It really like you just sitting there thinking like,
I don't know if y'all watch Power, but
where would I be?
Where would I be? Nah, facts, man.
Clearly not there, bro. your check is not sitting on the floor in that room.
Like you could tell he got in there and felt like, damn, I shouldn't be here.
That's what I'm about to say. I think by that point he knew he was in too deep. He's trying to figure out how to get out.
Yo.
It's another video. I gotta send it to y'all, but dude, he got on like he got like mad red. I think he was a blood, and he was like going in his pocket, and he saw the video. He was like, "Yeah, I was looking for a cigarillo. I was about to smoke it." Nigga said I was smoking all through that shit. I'm like, yo, my nigga, what is wrong with you though? He was like, yeah, I had on all this red, so nobody was fucking with me. But he was like, I'm blood. I was like, damn, my nigga.
Yo, I love black people, but I hate black people so much.
Nobody was fucking with me.
There was one video. There was one video of the dude. He was like mad tatted up. He was bald, had tats on his head. Someone was promoting his mixtape.
You knew it was at least one. Anywhere you go, somebody promoting mixtape. It gotta be.
Like, come on, man. Like, what are y'all doing? What are we doing right now?
You gotta diversify your market. It's a whole different.
Diversify your bonds, nigga.
Oh my god!
Shout out to Wu-Tang, man. Shout out to
the crossover. You ain't gonna get a better chance to cross over than that. It's 10,000 white people out there.
Y'all seen the picture of I'm about to send it to y'all. It's who is it? Stacy Pulaski or whatever. I don't know how to say her name. It was like her and 3 other black people posted up in that shit, posing for a picture, talking about something we good.
Oh yeah. I did see that.
Yo, like black people, like I love us, man.
We good.
Tell you I love us, but I hate us, yo. It was like we always doing something wild.
Nigga had the J's on with the suit.
Oh, yeah, oh my god! I seen the picture before, but I didn't peep the J's.
Yo, son got the J's on.
God,
that's probably her team or something.
Yeah, I think that's like part of her team.
Because I don't want my senator dressed like that.
Son throwing up
you don't
the
want your son
gang
to be just like that.
I think son throwing up the Dipset sign too, yo.
Oh shit.
Oh my god.
I don't want my son to be dressed.
Yo, I seen the pictures, but I didn't peep the J's and I didn't peep the gang signs before.
This picture is very black.
it's very black.
The best
what kind of cuff? Yo, what kind of cuff is on them jeans, bro? That's a wild cuff on it.
It's the wild Uncle jeans, yo.
It's the wild
definitely on the Uncle jeans. Yeah, I'm about to say that's definitely Uncle Fro too. What did she say before she took that picture though? Like, yo, about to put this on the gram. because they were trying to show out.
I think
it wasn't a candid pic. They was trying to show out. Trying to show my people we good.
Yo, that's not a candid pic. She posing in the back.
It's the same posing in the back. She got the Mary J boots on too. Yo, this pic is very, very black.
We always gonna find a way to laugh our way through it.
It's a skill, man. Nobody has except us.
It's definitely a life skill.
We gotta get these jokes off, bro.
We gonna get them off.
That's the last thing we do. That's the only thing we do. We gonna get these jokes off.
Oh man! All right, let's wrap this up. I gotta go.
Who's in the game? Yeah. What up?
What?
You said it like we can't pod without you. If you got somewhere to go, we pod without you.
All right, yo. Don't disrespect, yo.
On my mama, yo. On my mama, we part without you, bro.
We wrap up when school say wrap up. This ain't your show.
School.
All right. If we want to get real, who pushed the idea of doing this pod?
Yo, school. Whenever you're ready, it's on you. We're not even talking to him no more.
All right.
I don't see him.
Yeah, kids don't even want to talk about that, right? All right, bet.
Who is that talking? Got an imposter in here, yo. That is.
I'm about to remove you, yo. You out.
You out.
Don't be.
Oh, yeah, I ain't fucking with y'all. I ain't fucking with y'all no more. That's some clowns, man.
Podcast, man. We're gonna catch y'all next week.
Yeah, I'm out.
Man.